to Smash Brothers.
That was nutty. I wasn't expecting that.
I
think that was
still
the
my
one
favorite
reveal.
of Ultimate. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one reveal I did not see coming at all. Oh yeah, Piranha Plant. No, actually.
Okay, not even gonna talk about it.
No, I am hyped for that character. All right.
No, wacky characters are great.
I am so
excited
hyped for Piranha Plant.
Nobody asked for him on the entire planet. If you had made a survey, not a single person would have said Piranha Plant. But
if you had asked me if I wanted him, I would have been like, heck yeah, give me that.
You know, if we got
give
the space, if we got the space, put him in.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
That guy, it was probably the best day of that guy's life. God, how do you call that?
King K. Rool 2013.
I voted. I voted for King K. Rool. Actually, low-key, I did 2 different browsers and voted for Bayo too. I'm sorry. But speaking of Bayonetta, here we are. Flightless versus Logic. So far, Logic has a bit of a deficit to him, but that's easily made up in these percents. Nice grab. People still don't punish that move appropriately. It's a really big hitbox, but most characters can actually pivot grab it if you time it perfectly.
Right. ZD was punishing side views with out-of-shield up smashes earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
You just can't let her get away with it.
Everyone has something.
Right.
Right, getting fair to fair. And here we go. How's Logic SCI? Solid. Not getting punished on that Witch Time whiff, but still getting a little bit some first trouble.
Luckily, Alf's a small character, so even though he's floaty and he is scared of witch twist combos.
Oh, no tech.
We don't tech those.
We do not. Unfortunately, we buff our air dodge out of those too. That was the only reason why he died. Normally, Logic or Alf should, be able to make it back from that. Let's see if he can make it back from this. This is a lot of rage. But yeah, you're fine. And now we tech
Big
those.
damage though. Almost 40%.
You know, that's
that angle almost just took him out.
Yeah. That's kind of thing that people forget when they get hit by like a Bayo Witch Time. They're like, all right, I lived. Like, you still took 40. That move hurts.
Normally when Bayo hits you, you end up taking at least 30, even off of the weaker conversions.
Yeah. Flightless retreating the platform, knowing that it's his game right now. He has all the real estate to just back it up and play his own style.
Flightless is going to take his time here.
No reason not to. We got 4 minutes on the clock. Might as well make sure that you get your money's worth from the venue fee.
That's a good point. But with 2 purples and a blue, Logic's got a lot of options for finding the kill. But
yeah.
Of course, there's a blue down smash that took it.
The weakest hit I've ever seen from that. Logic getting out of dodge again, though.
Ooh, Nair into Pigment Block. Replenishes supply.
And now Logic has, I think he has a solid lineup to keep Bayo out, especially with that purple, and this will be a lot of damage on him. Not put in a position to tech now, so let's see how he can make this comeback happen. Right now, he's playing really methodical and just kind of chipping away at the lead, which is a style that normally doesn't work, but Logic's playing it perfectly.
He's utilizing the purples really well, which is definitely the call here, because at this point, a run-up Witch Time might end up being your stock.
Oh, absolutely. But now he has 2 purples and a blue. This is the optimal kill lineup right now. Dang, that was supposed to be hidden. It was hitting the Pikmin as well, so that's why it looked like it had way more.
Very weird. Like he just like completely fell out of it.
Yeah. All right, let's see what we can make happen. Oh, another missed tech.
Not in the techs.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Kind of surprising.
Yeah, normally he does hit those, but also that one was especially bad to miss because he got hit at an angle that sent him straight down. Less time to get out of hit stun, less time to recover.
So hard not to just keep fangirling over the potential things we're going to have in Ultimate. Because now that we just talked about the stage, now I'm thinking stage list. So many possibilities. I'm really upset that the current rules set for MDVA doesn't have stage morph at all.
Oh, stage? Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, stage morph, I feel like that'll be a side event thing, personally. Like, there's just so much that we have to have arguments over that stage morph. I feel like that one
so cool to counterpick 2 different stages, though.
I mean, if we can find a way to finesse enough legal stages, I would like to have maybe a stage morph side to him to see how it feels. But while we're talking about that, we didn't talk about Logic's character switch being his Mewtwo.
Now, he's been playing a lot more Mewtwo lately, but Olimar seems to be the tried and true. But he's definitely going to have a better time in neutral with Shadow Ball and longer limbs.
Yeah, I feel like Mewtwo does go even more or less against Bayonetta, especially in neutral, because he doesn't have to like force as many interactions, like you said. He does have a Shadow Ball, and the forward air is kind of the Swiss Army knife. You either get hit by it, or like sometimes you shield it. You can witch time it, but that's very difficult to do so. So yeah, like forward air and Shadow Ball just kind of sets up for a lot of 50-50s.
Right, and Bayonetta's ledge trapping isn't super crazy, which is usually Mewtwo's biggest weakness. So really, his biggest problem in this matchup is going to be these ladders. Being floaty and big, he's going to have a hard time SDIing.
Nice up air, striking straight through that stage. So far, this is looking a lot better than his Alf, at least in this matchup. Please grab him. Yes, don't let him get away with that. First shot coming through.
Yeah, Logic's just being able to afford playing a lot safer, relying on Shadow Balls for pressure instead of Pikmin.
Yeah. And it looks like the punishes in this one don't have to be as thought out. Like, if Bayo touches your shield, neutral air. If Bayo's not touching your shield, Shadow Ball.
That's a good point.
Yeah. And granted, like, that was a major oversimplification, but
right.
Like, any second, Flightless going to touch Logic's shield. Oh, it's because you didn't hold shield.
Stock.
Yeah, that's definitely a stock. Now that's going to get down, charge Shadow Ball, hold shield, and then nair. Exactly, that's all he has to do.
Are you a prophet?
Hey, man. That's why I'm here and they're out there. I just deliver the message.
Thanks, Moses.
Another one, forward air. Burst that double jump, and yikes.
Oh, strange angle.
Guy.
Yeah.
So I didn't see his percent. The table's like blocking player 2's percent a little bit. Like, what percent was he at?
I think it was like 97.
Yeah, that's
after hit. that's
yikes.
Not right.
Yeah, yikes. All right, so 1-1.
Flightless is gonna have to make some adaptations to the Mewtwo here. Winning neutral is gonna be a lot harder, which means his conversions have to be a little more concise.
Yeah, he has to make every hit count a bit more. Right now, he looks like he's opting to try and slow it down, but trying to beat a Mewtwo when it comes to slowing down doesn't really work that well, because when they charge up Shadow Ball, that's so much shield damage even if you block it, so that's less real estate. You can't afford to block another one. Plus, Bayo being so tall, it's just easier to poke her shield. Like you said, the conversions are looking a lot better. Don't get stretchered. Okay.
he's holding advantage state really well. But Logic's found his way back, and now he's got stage control.
Yeah, but there's a lot of ground to cover. But Mewtwo with Rage is nothing to laugh at.
Wow, okay, I felt that back air killed for a second.
Yeah, it was a close one, but...
I kind of respect the up smash read, but it didn't come out, or didn't work out.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have a lot of reason to not go for it right there.
Right.
Oh no, Logic, he might burn his jump. Nice use of confusion, but gets 2 framed.
Still ain't teching those.
Yeah. I mean, I thought he had that ledge too. That was a nicely timed aerial right there by Flightless. He could die from this. Yep. Up air. Yeah.
Fantastic conversion. And there you go.
There you go. Flightless moving on through the bracket.